It's time for Did You Watch It?
How does this show work? We watch what we like, we talk about what we watched, and maybe you'll like what you hear. I'm Liz.
I'm Isabel.
And I'm Neil. Last night we watched episode 2 of The Amazing Race, season 26. The show aired on Friday, February 27th, 2015. Here's what we thought about it. After the first leg of the race, the blind dates finished 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 6th, and 8th.
Nice. I
Very
bet
nice.
that kind of blew everybody away. They were not expecting that.
While the dating couples finished 4th, 5th, 7th, 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Okay.
So if you were a blind date couple, you finished, on average, 3 places higher than a similarly performing dating couple.
I think some of the reason why these blind dates, obviously they feel like they've got something to prove, and they're just putting their best foot forward, like, hey,
Right.
let's cooperate. And I think it's just
Yeah.
a different
There you go.
approach from the dating couples.
They're on their best behavior.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
Some are already starting to crack maybe just a little under the pressure, but...
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to see more of that, I
Yes.
know.
Okay, can we talk about this hotel that they stayed in?
It looked like a converted office building or
It
something.
did.
It's like, what? Is this a school? Is it a church with converted pews that are like cut in half?
It was like a cubicle.
It was just weird.
In an office building. Yeah, they probably rented out a telemarketing company or something.
Well, it's a way to make some extra money in the evening because no one's occupying the place.
Well, yeah, check-in time's at 7.
Yeah. You must be out by 6 in the morning.
The first thing they had to do was they had to travel by bullet train to Nagano, which is 150 miles away. The first train had Jelani and Jenny, Jeff and Jackie, and Laura and Tyler. Second train had Team Bronze, which I'm now calling Allie and Steve.
How appropriate.
Third train had the old kids, Mike and Rochelle, and the Kens.
Yes.
And the fourth train had Team Bedpan and Team Aquanet. Note to Libby and CJ, from now on, please hold off starting your photo ops until you have
my
actually
gosh.
boarded your
Yeah.
designated vehicle.
Right? How sad is it to miss that for a freaking selfie? It's humiliating.
What was even more embarrassing, I think it was Libby was like, even though we're the last team, we're going to win this leg.
Yeah, look at this bullet train. It's so fast and it's so
Yeah.
this and that. Yeah, hey, wait. It's moving.
Oh.
Oh, man, we missed the train. I have been trying to think up a name for these people
Okay.
all damn day.
Really?
I was trying to pull in the Tuskegee connection, and I wanted to call them the Team Air Pockets.
How about airheads?
That would have been
Team
good.
Airheads!
Either one.
There you go.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I know
Yes.
the Tuskegee Airmen, and that's actually a point of pride, but they
Team
kind of...
Airheads.
The
yes.
Airheads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was not
I
good.
love that. That's good. That is a winner. That is a winner right there. Woo! Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So there was something that I noticed at the beginning, as everyone's running towards the train station to catch that bullet train. Jelani's backpack looked huge. Is it just, it looked really big. I thought, why does it look bigger than Jenny's backpack?
I totally didn't notice that.
I don't know, but I was just thinking that's a really big backpack, even compared to some of the other teams, but that's just
Well,
me.
the camera adds 10 pounds, so maybe it just seemed larger than it really was.
That could be it.
Very good.
That could be it.
Very good. That's good. That's just... All right.
Ooh, I got Neil.
Oh.
I love it.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I got you to giggling. I live for that.
Is Jackie wearing false lashes?
Of course she is.
I figured that, it'd just be a little too hard to get that stuff on a daily basis, but I guess you get used to it, huh?
Yeah. Her and Jeff are super cute together.
They are. I
I'm
like them.
kind of
I
liking
agree.
them as the couple that may make it out of here.
Yeah.
I am liking them as a team.
Right?
Their disposition is in the right place. It's good.
I think it's good too.
I think so too.
So the first stop, they had a roadblock where they had to figure out how to open a Japanese puzzle box and get the password inside. Once they got the password, they had to repeat the password to one of the castle guards in order to get one of the clues. And the pronunciation had to be accurate according to Japanese standards.
This was a gnarly puzzle box.
See, I know that puzzle box. I could have done that in
You
about
do?
15
I'm thinking,
seconds.
how did they even know how to figure it out? I've never seen anything like that before. So
I think once you start trying to jigger
Move
things
things
around,
around.
then you kind of figure it out.
There are sliding pieces that you have to do in kind of like it's a clockwise clockwise fashion around, and then the tops slide, and it's
wow. I really felt for a few of these teams, let me tell you.
All I can say, though, it was just kind of an intimidating setup because they're kind of walking through these little entryways and parts of the compound.
The
and
samurai and and then the taiko drums.
Yes, everyone's like,
Oh my
bing, bing, bing,
God.
bing.
The taikos were incredibly annoying to me, and I know they would have been annoying to me, which would have been an additional motivation to get that puzzle box open.
Right.
Or an additional irritant to make you not be able to focus.
Well, I think that was the part of it, right? Because obviously if you're able to kind of sports psychology yourself into like focusing on, the task at hand, then you can kind of block everything out. So
Yeah, I would have flunked. I would have been like, shut up!
well, Laura, while her buddy Tyler, this is the blind date couple, while he's doing his thing and the taiko drums are going, she said something about the spirit of Japan, and this is amazing, and she reminded me of last season, and I cannot think of the girl, but one of the candy girls, who was always saying all these, like, beautiful things about wherever she
Maya.
was. Like, I can't believe
Maya,
this.
yeah.
Maya, yes.
She was very into the ether.
Yes.
No, that's fine, but she reminded me of Maya, and I was just like, ooh, maybe we'll be hearing more gems from her as the race continues.
To go along with her psychology degree. But
Yes.
anyway. We also find out that inside one of the clue envelopes is a ticket to date night to be enjoyed by the team selecting it after checking in at the pit stop.
I loved this part.
That sounds nice.
I know you did.
Because on a race like this, a chance to relax and just connect with each other and treat yourselves, how awesome is that?
I wonder if they're going to have more of these down the road.
I'm sure they will.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think it fits.
Props to Jenny for publicly admitting that she's a control freak.
Right?
Not that we didn't know already, but it's good to hear it from her.
Right.
Okay.
She's able to admit it. Mm-hmm. But I think they're doing really well as teammates, though.
They're doing very well. I mean, considering that they're both lawyers,
Yeah.
props to them.
Absolutely.
So Laura and Tyler finished first. Way to go, Tyler.
Right? Yay.
Yep.
Team nerd. Jelani and Jenny finished second, and Jelani got it together, did his little thing, and there you go.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, what was this whole, mine is, I got the smartest one. No, I have the smartest one. No, I have the smartest one.
Okay, that was sort of cute, though. They were kind of like arguing over it.
Well, they were all kind of laughing about it, too. Kind of a fun thing to kind of keep them occupied and not necessarily stress out.
And show their support for their teammates, right?
Yeah.
This
Exactly.
is very true. And Team Bronze finished third, and Allie had the task of solving the puzzle box. Note to Libby, you're on the second leg on a race around the world for $1 million. You are currently in last place in Nagano. You are 6,882 miles from home. You see a billboard that has the word wedding on it, and all you can talk about is getting married.
Right.
It's a sign.
I gotta tell you, as a loyal Amazing Race fan, may I be the first to say out loud, you are wasting our time as viewers being on this race.
I mean, it was so awkward. Even I was annoyed. I can only imagine what CJ was feeling in that moment. Like, oh, please.
Oh, you know what? He just shut it down.
right.
I was like, I see your lips moving, but I don't know what you're
Right.
talking about.
Just rolled up the window on her.
Is Libby any worse?
I know there's no video on this, but I'm doing the rolling up the window with the crane.
Right?
Could she be any worse than Rachel, though?
No one's worse than Rachel.
Oh, yeah, the fake crier.
Do you even have to say it?
Yeah, you're right.
Got to clear this up because The difference is, with Rachel, it was diluted over the entire length of the race.
It totally was.
Yes.
Libby is annoying concentrate.
Right?
Okay.
So,
That's
you
so
know.
good.
They're kind of in the same family, but not really.
Annoying
yeah, I mean,
concentrate.
it's just, considering it's only 2 legs.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah, she definitely did a job.
And
okay?
how much have we been talking about her over 2 legs?
Thank you.
Craziness.
The old kids got the date night.
Yay!
Yeah. So cute.
So Harley and Jonathan get to spend the night in luxurious accommodations.
It sounds
And like a
fabulous. With
Japanese
massages
spa.
and all that stuff, right?
Right?
Right, while everybody, I'm sure, will get more office cubicles for the evening.
Yeah.
So after the roadblock, they had to travel to Nishiguchi Zenkoji for the detour. They had to choose between share and chair. In share, teams have to feed each other noodles using only chopsticks.
I mean, really? Who can do that anyway?
It can be done.
They did it. And in chair, teams have to push each other in a chair around an ice skating track for 1 lap each. If they can do it under 3 minutes and 55 seconds, they get their clue.
It just looked awkward because this fan is blowing on them at the same time. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you just had to get downwind and just allow the noodles to
Yeah. Exactly.
make their way.
To float into your mouth. Yeah.
Chair was pushing someone around an ice track.
Somebody had to sit down. They had to, they put on hockey skates, and someone sat while the other one pushed them on this chair on the ice as they went around the oval.
This looked like fun if you were the one sitting. The one pushing, not so much.
The Kens having a little trouble with the share because
Oh.
someone has a problem slurping down the noodle.
Well, he looked like he was about ready to barf through the entire thing.
Yeah, I don't think any. Which one was it that didn't like the noodles? I think that's
It was-
that's what it came down to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't like. Yeah, it was was it Bert? No, it was Kurt. Who's
I'm serious. They're like interchangeable twins. How can you
Kurt
tell?
is the pageant guy. I think Kurt is the pageant guy, and Bergen is the one with the earrings, the shorter dude, the HR person.
I can't look at them and tell them apart yet. It may take a few episodes.
I had to rewatch the first episode when I think it was Bergen who was waiting to be introduced to the blind date, and
Okay.
he's the shorter of the two.
okay?
They just really look so much alike.
He's the one with the earrings.
Okay.
Bergen has the double earrings.
Yes, he has the earrings. Bergen has the earrings.
All
And
right.
is Bergen the pageant coordinator?
No, Bergen is the HR dude.
He's the HR dude. So it was Kurt that had a problem.
Yes.
With the udon.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Bergen's like, just take it. Just eat it. Just
Yeah.
swallow it. And he's like, dude, no, I can't, I just, it was just so not.
Gag reflex.
Yeah.
Minus points. Anyway. I'm just saying.
It's a blip.
So, what? What? I'm just saying. You got to make
Right.
your notes.
I know.
Because I'm telling you, especially them, they were there every time they get asked, we're just going to see how it goes
Exactly.
until we get to the
Everybody's
end of the
saying
race.
that though at this point. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
because it's not about like first love at first sight.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a million here
Yeah.
that we're talking
know.
about.
Exactly. It's about the $1 million.
It is.
But
Yeah,
in
Totally.
Jeff
exactly.
and Jackie's case, if there's a little something something on the side, that would be cool.
Well, yeah, but they'd have to get a little privacy because
Yeah.
those office cubicles don't have a lid.
Well, I don't mean something something as in that something something. I just meant if they have, if they feel like there's some chemistry there and potential, then it's good.
Yeah. So Mike and Rochelle had to switch.
And you know what? That was a smart choice, though.
They should not have gone to chair first. Oh no.
Well, and after seeing it once and doing it once, I don't think they should have tried it 3 times, which is what they did. Seeing
Yeah.
how
That's
hard it
true.
was and how, they were both falling and she got injured. Yeah.
Yeah, just stick with the eating.
Yeah.
Well, I loved what he said when he said, oh, an eating challenge? Right up our alley. You know, it's like, awesome. Know your strengths.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they probably should have done that to begin with.
We can do the physical challenges and no, eat.
Eat. Do
And
it.
the bad thing about the physical challenge with the ice skating is like not a lot of people knew how to properly lace up their skates because they're, you know, the ankles are kind of rolling in. I'm like,
right.
oh, that's not good.
That's
no,
an injury
no.
waiting
No-
to
no
happen
bueno.
for sure.
That is an injury. And you don't get a good grip on the ice anyways. I mean, even with the blade,
Yeah.
but if you're, you know, bowing in, it's not a good look and it's not good for your joints.
Speaking of the skating part, though, I have to say, when Steve and Allie first got on the ice, they showed her, like, her skates. She didn't look comfortable at all. I could not figure that out.
Well, she was saying the hockey skates are different than the skates that she normally uses because the skates they use for short track or for even speed skating are completely different.
Okay. I was just really surprised by that. I couldn't figure
There's
that
more
out.
of an edge, too, that's a little bit flatter, so they've got more of an edge on each side, I think,
Okay.
compared to hockey.
Speed track skating blades are longer, and there's a more pronounced curve.
Yeah.
You know, so that they can take the corners
Yeah.
a little easier.
Oh,
Whereas
gotcha.
the hockey skates are pretty straight, and they're shorter blades, and so it's harder to get traction.
So
Yeah.
she sort of felt like she was going to fall over, because that's how
Pretty
it looked.
much. Pretty much.
And I was like, wait a minute. Isn't this your home?
I'm all about the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I prefer winter over summer,
I
personally.
agree.
But that's just me. So after Mike and Rochelle made the switch, we find out that Mike has a serious gag reflex.
This
That
was
was
so
a lot
sad.
of noodles, though, that she kind of shoved into his mouth, though. Yeah.
But it's like, pace yourself.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have put that much.
No.
I mean, that was a lot for anybody, but when we saw it all come out, gross.
He saved some for later.
So Laura and Tyler finished first with Cher. Jelani and Jenny finished second with Cher. Team Bronze finished third with Cher. Jeff and Jackie were fourth in Cher on their fourth attempt, and it was so funny seeing them, you know, come in with 1 second left on the clock.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God, that was
gosh, I was on the
amazing.
edge of my seat. Like, oh my gosh. And she was counting it down, and I was like right there with her.
They came in at 3:54.
Yeah, it was nail
I
biting.
know.
After the detour, then they had to go to the pit stop, which was located at Patio Daimon. Jelani and Jenny came in first, and as their prize, they get one of every Fitbit product made.
Damn.
They get a personal chef
Oh
and
my
cooking
gosh.
classes for a year.
This was awesome.
And their choice of either a gym membership for a year or delivered fresh groceries for a year.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic.
Well, if they're lawyers, I would probably think they'd go for the food delivery. That way they don't need to go to the store.
I don't know.
I'm thinking the gym membership.
I'm thinking the gym membership too. Because if they've got a private chef, I mean, hello.
True.
Yeah.
He's getting the groceries for that.
True. That's
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
Note to Phil in response to his little asking about, so is there any like...
I kind of love it though. It's so Phil.
I know, but Phil, these are lawyers.
I know.
They're not thinking about romance.
No.
They're
No.
thinking about the race. They're
Exactly.
thinking about winning $1 million. They're already drawing up the property division contracts
Yeah.
in their heads. I can guarantee you that they will exchange partnership agreements before they exchange their first kiss.
Right?
Probably.
Yes.
What did they say that? It's like, it's a budding friendship. And I love how Phil's like, yeah, you never really answered the question. Or he looks to the guy who's welcome.
Well, it's just awkward. They're all feeling awkward about the question, you know? So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It is a budding friendship, but they've got a great partnership, though. I
No,
love
they
it.
do.
Yes. He does what he's told, and she tells him what to do.
Right.
Laura and Tyler came into the pit stop second, and Team Bronze came in third.
Ah.
Thankfully, we have to say goodbye to Libby and CJ. Not so much CJ, but definitely Libby.
Right? Did you notice there was like zero emotion from either Phil, Libby, or CJ during this elimination? It's like Phil was kind of like they were laughing, and Phil goes, yeah, you know, I have to tell you, you were last and you have been eliminated. And they're like, yeah, we're just having fun. It was just so weird. I'm so used to having some kind of reaction, like Phil saying, I'm really sorry to tell you.
Yeah, Lida cried.
This is something that she really wanted to do. Libby and CJ were
I
like,
know.
yeah, we're just going to go travel.
I know, it was just so weird.
Can we talk about Team Bedpan?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
please.
They attempt the chair to do the little ice skating deal. So there's obviously a size difference. One's going to be a little bit heavier because he's taller, whatever.
Uh-huh.
He's a dude.
Ashley has no leg strength, but she says something to the effect like, wow, this is really heavy. And Blair turns around and is like, are you saying I'm fat? And I thought, oh.
Here's the thing. I got to tell you. Here's the thing with Team Bedpan. I'm seeing a softening.
You think?
From Blair. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm seeing a softening. Compared to the drive to LAX, I'm seeing a different something. He's kind of like...
he's starting to care about what she thinks, and so that's why he came out with, oh my God, do you think I'm fat?
I think he's starting to be less annoyed with her talking.
Well, I'm glad he's less annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for me to be less annoyed.
She didn't have a lot of camera time this leg,
That's true.
Thanks,
true.
Okay, because there was way too much Haley on
Last
leg
time,
one.
yeah.
Well, and next week I think there's going to be way too much Haley from what we saw, right?
We'll see, right?
I think we're going to get to the point where we're going to start feeling sorry for Blair.
I already feel sorry for him. You don't?
Well, not yet. He started out after the obstacle course. He kind of like put himself at like -3. Okay, so he has to get those 3 points back before I can really start to say, oh, poor Blair.
I hear you. I can appreciate that logic right there, my friend. I gotcha. I feel you.
Very true.
All right, so next week we're in Phuket, Thailand.
Yes. Ooh. Should be beautiful.
That's what I'm figuring.
Looks like there's going to be a lot of falling because they're trying to do some sort of water skiing thing. So everyone's like belly flopping.
Yes, a lot of face plants.
Did you see the previews?
Yes.
It was like belly flop, face plant.
Yeah.
And an unhappy Haley.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which definitely could serve as that redemption that I was talking about that
Right,
Blair needed.
for Blair. Potentially.
Totally.
Potentially. We will see what happens.
That's our time for today. You can follow us on Twitter at @did_watch it. You can also find us at iTunes. Let us know what you think. Thank you for listening.